All right. Let's do some painting, huh? That's what we're gonna be doing today. Happy Saturday. Turn down the music just a touch. There we go. We're gonna be chilling. Gonna be working on some miniatures today, specifically in the vein of bolt action miniatures. So this is a partly assembled model. I'm gonna try for this batch of 10. So I have about 10 of these over here. Oh god. So I got a fair amount of models here that I went ahead and kind of glued together partially. I'm going to be trying a little bit of a different method with these guys compared to the last batch. Hey Foreign, how's it going, dude? So you'll notice these guys have no arms. I'm going to be painting these guys fully without their arms and guns getting in the way. It should hopefully make the process of getting everything covered a little bit easier for these guys. Also, we can technically paint their heads fully too, for the most part, which is good. And after, you know, we have all these guys primed, painted, I'll worry about throwing their arms on. Now, because of that, hey Apex, this area here, you know, their shoulder connection points, I'm going to leave this uncoated specifically so that the glue can still hold here. And I might leave a little bit of the top of the head unprimed and uncoated also. Now, I'm not worried, like, even if I do get some paint on there, I'm pretty sure I can sand that down decently well to try and get back to the plastic, because it is plastic glue, right? So the plastic does melt to stick together and then dries. So that'll be the interesting thing to test with this method of assembly. So that's why I'm changing this up, because the last group, you know, it just gets a little annoying to try and paint around the weaponry. Now, if it doesn't work out on this batch of 10, we'll go back to my original kind of method. Of course, this is one of the ones that we kind of did a base coat on last time we did one of these streams. This is our second lieutenant of my British Army here. That's a little SMG and stuff. So this is without the wash layer. We might throw a wash layer on some of these guys today. I'm not sure, depends on how much we get through. And then some of the people that we did finish as well, you know, we gave them a wash already. So these guys are turning out pretty good, I think. My second batch of 10, I am way happier with compared to my first batch of 10. So, you know, it's looking up. This is the little NCO here. Yeah, we'll hop to it. I'm trying a new prime technique as well, in the sense of, so I'm going to be using white, AK white primer on these models. The last ones I primed in like a US green prime, and so I want to paint these guys white to see how different that might do on the models, whether it'll just naturally brighten them up compared to the last ones, you know. And since this is my first army and everything, painting and going through, you know, I just want to find the style that I like for them. So I do have a little bit of white on the palette already. We're just gonna grab some thinner, because this, you know, the purpose of, you know, the prime, right, is to just simply give something for your paint to hold on to that isn't plastic. So you want it relatively thin. And I just apply this with a brush. I don't have an airbrush or anything fancy like that. But you want this almost as thin as possible. So enough to obviously cover the model for the most part. But you want it thin enough so that the primer doesn't gunk up all the details. So that when you come back over with the color pass, the color can still kind of sit there, and then even that shouldn't hopefully fill up all these crevices or anything like that. Painting these white, maybe I don't need the bright light for this, because this white, well, I mean, I might need it for me more than you guys. We'll see. Again, gonna try and avoid the shoulder area for the most part. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm pretty sure this is gonna have an effect of really whitening or making the models lighter. We might see it might be less forgiving in terms of. There we go. There we go. I'll get some more primer out here. Might be a little less forgiving, potentially, than the darker primer that I've used before as well. We'll just have to see. Maybe I need one click of light just for me to kind of see what I'm doing here. So I'm not worried about brush strokes or anything like that. Honestly, I kind of like the painterly look of things. Anyways, I just gotta make sure that when I'm applying this layer here, you know, I'm not letting it pull up too much, and I come back over and I scrape some off with the brush. Just reveal the details. All right, I think that's all I want to avoid on the shoulder there. And we'll probably do some other things today other than priming these. These ones that are getting primed today, they're gonna need about 24 hours to fully set and dry, which means I might be doing some base work on our other group. For the most part. Hey, Mountain Dew. Or Mountain Dan, sorry. I guess I'm thirsty. Guess I am thirsty. Do-do-do. I still have a pretty jerry-rigged setup when it comes to this stuff too. So obviously, you know, it's not going to be the best viewing experience maybe compared to some other people. That paint model is a little bit more professionally. I don't want to leave bubbles. That's one thing I'm really worried about. Leaving bubbles around. So I'm gonna really thin it down on the face because I want all these face details to eventually show through a little bit. This is very different looking than with my dark primer. That is for sure. And it's not going on quite as smooth, which is a little frustrating, honestly. But, you know, sometimes it might dry maybe a little smoother. Not sure. Not sure. And this white primer is just probably pretty awful looking on the camera. Unsure. I know a lot of people will do like kind of a mid-tone primer or darker-ish primer and then come back with like a spray, kind of spray it with a light over the top to kind of pre-highlight the model. Again, I'm just chiseling out some of these really filled in areas that I do not want them to get bogged down with a whole bunch of paint. And honestly, priming with a brush compared to like maybe an airbrush is definitely slower. Might be a major reason why people, you know, eventually went to airbrush on a lot of this hobby. Because you can really get a controlled, thin coat with an airbrush. So I also have a Vorian kind of running in the background. So taking off some paint around this satchel, it's... Boy, that is... that is so reflective. Hold on, I need to move my stream preview over here in front of me a little bit, so I can actually see what you guys are seeing a little bit more. Okay. I mean, that's number one. We'll see how it goes. These guys might end up looking like they're fighting in the snow more than not. Let me get this thing focused in a little bit more. This camera, I have to kind of manually focus it. I mean, I could try autofocus, but it's gonna be blurry more often than not. Let me try. Number one, I'm gonna rotate this a little bit closer to me. All right, let me. Okay, exposure. Okay. Okay. Might be. Oh my lord! What is... video. Auto balance that. Brightness. Okay, this doesn't have auto balance for the brightness. Awesome. Contrast is no good. Exposure, auto. There we go. Need to find the good thinness mixture for this so that I can cover most of the model quickly as possible. Because the moment this stuff kind of starts drying, I'm a little locked in, you know? So let's... This is actually a little bit better than the first guy. I'm getting a decent amount of coverage. And it is thin. There we go. Really want to see those folds in the fabric and stuff. Just through the thinner. Still. Or through the paint, I guess, primer. Okay. Then take off some. In these areas. Especially around the little details, you know. You can just use your brush to pick up paint. Requires a little bit of a light touch to do that, though. You know, you don't want to... go too hard there. You guys can't even see the model. This is awful. This would be so much more visible if I was using the dark prime, probably, for you guys. Hey, this is all learning process, you know? Try things out. Get things wrong. And then hopefully next time it's better. It also might dry a little, hopefully a little bit more dull. Maybe I shouldn't have done white. Maybe a neutral gray would have been better, honestly. As long as I can see the details. Pretty happy. Definitely looks totally different for me than compared to the camera. I feel like if I turn off the light, you guys can see it a little bit better. So just a light priming. And again, these guys are gonna have to sit, you know, for 24 hours before I really see the results almost. By results, I mean maybe how much I've screwed this up, but hey. Hey, these guys are gonna have white teacups though. Compared to my other group that had kind of darker teacups. How's everyone's weekend going? Hopefully pretty good. I mowed the backyard today, since I'd mowed the front yard the other day. You know, split it up in between 2 days, especially in the summer since it's warm down here in South Carolina. And I have a pretty small yard. Or, yeah, so I only have a push mower. I don't have a riding lawnmower. Tomorrow I might do some weed eating around the property in the morning before playing some Baldur's Gate. Hold on, let me look at this a little closer here. You know, I just don't know how I feel about this as a primer compared to the other one. Just does not go on nearly as smooth. Or the other one went on about like this, but because it's darker, you don't notice. Let's see here. See, it just almost looks like it's filling in areas rather than doing a nice smooth. It's pretty patchy. It is a thin coat though, which is good. It's not uniform though. I don't know what that's gonna do. But if I do 2 coats, I think I'll lose a lot of the details. So we'll just stick with 1 coat. I might thin it down even more, honestly. I'm just using a little wet towel here as a wet palette. Tell you what though, I am super excited for the tank construction for this set. I'm painting that, detailing it out, you know, putting mud on the treads and stuff. I might even do some battle damage on it, I don't know yet. We'll have to see. By battle damage, I mean like scratches and stuff, not like huge chunks missing on it. And the nice thing about doing a thin prime too is hopefully, I don't know, we'll have to see. It might not take 24 hours to set, honestly. If it's such a thin coat. This guy has a cool mustache on the model. I don't know why on this side I always forget that I need to leave that shoulder unprimed. Luckily while it's still wet, you can just wipe it off with your finger. All out of that. Get in there. Nice, relaxing time. Painting some models. Just do that to expose his top of his head a little bit, so I can glue his helmet on okay. Alright, next one. Yeah, so the first thing I do is I try and get the first couple large strokes kind of evenly around the model. That way I have some paint to kind of push around at each area. And since we're painting thinly, you know, gotta cover a lot of the area before it starts drying. This face cleaned up. Ooh. Alright, I have 10 of these that I want to prime, and then I have 10 or so that I want to be able to or paint here. Maybe base as well, which would require me to go get a few other things. All right, let's see. This guy was pretty easy to cover. Back and look at some of these. Yeah, the flat surfaces definitely have a thinner coat than a lot of these little details and things, which is maybe normal. Or it's just a sign of how non-uniform I'm putting the layer on, I don't know. Or because I'm messing with it and scraping some off, that it's, you know, almost doing an inverse dry brush in a way, right? Like, it's almost like maybe I'm applying a white wash rather than prime. Again, the darker one could have done this too, for all I know, but like the darker prime, I feel, doesn't highlight all these things quite as much, right? You just kind of lose it because it just makes it so dark. So, tough to say. But I am going to be very interested to see how this affects the actual base color layer. I think it's going to be pretty dramatic, honestly. Let's see. Yeah, it's definitely a thin layer of primer. All right, last primer model. And then we will switch over to basing here. So let's just get this on here, you know. Bop, 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 bop. And I don't remember, because it's been so long since I primed the other models that like I don't remember if I did 2 layers or 1. Honestly, I think I only did 1 layer of primer. Because when you do it with brush, it's just so much thicker. Do. Okay. So here is our 10 primed guys. Or so. Good lord. Focus. Alright, well, your focus is awful, camera. Alright, so we got these guys primed. Let's, kind of have to leave them for now. Stack them up over on my left desk here, on my right side, I guess. Come on. Put them down over there. And then I am going to grab some things for these guys so we can potentially base here. So give me 1 second. I need a couple things from across the room. Ugh. This stuff. Some of these. What do I want to use to apply the glue? I have a dropper. That. Go get a Q-tip, I guess. Okay. So when it comes to basing, I've not done that much. Hey Gene, how's it going? So it's gonna be a little weird to potentially do, especially with my weird setup here. I've only based one model so far in my whole time doing this. So you guys are gonna have to cut me some slack here. Let us see what I have to work with. All right, so I'm gonna be using just good old Elmer's glue wall. Okay. I'm gonna be applying the glue with probably Q-tips because I don't wanna. I really don't have a lot of spare brushes. In fact, let me show you the one that I did base. This guy is part of my first batch of painting and then also my first base. So you can see that I'm just using real dirt, honestly, and all I did was stuck it in this container while there was glue in there and then pulled it out. That gave me like all the small pebbles and sand. And then I applied some of these larger bits via tweezers on top with more glue. And then one or two of these little shrubs. But I also have other things, you know. I have some fine grass, greener shrubs like stuff, so I don't know, I might try and mix and match a little bit more today to get some variation, because, you know, not all of them should just be standing on dirt like that, I feel. Also, I don't even have this base painted either. But that's just gonna be probably painted black or something. So let's give this a whirl. Alright. Now I should probably do more like a half-half kind of glue, right? Like a half glue, half water kind of mix, if I think about it. I still have my water cup. Because I might dip my Q-tip in some water first. Let me. Be right back. Okay. Ooh. Alright, let's throw some water here. Oh my god, doing this all at my computer desk is just not optimal. Alright, so first things first. Let's open up this glue. Holy cow, that is on there. Oh man, come on. There we go. Okay, and then a lot of this might have to be off to the side or something, but I'll try and do as much as I can in front of the camera. I have no clue how though. Let's see here. Alright, so I'm going to use the same kind of paper plate wet palette thing for the glue. So I'm going to put the glue on this, and then I'm going to dip Q-tips in water. So I'm just going to have to do a little bit at a time, I feel. So let's just start, right? Let's just grab one and commit here. So I'm gonna be doing our little guy here. Q-tip, water, mix that around. Grab some glue. And we'll just get a coat on the base. Wish I had like a dropper or something for this as well. I can put the PVA kind of on top. Anyways, so put some glue on the base there, and then for this one, I'll use the dirt, just because it's dirt I literally sifted from the yard. It's not not anything special. So, oh god, the barrels of his gun's gonna be a little weird. Alright, so what I do is I just push him in there, shake it around a little bit. So now he's kind of like, you know, buried ankle deep into some dirt. Alright, we'll pull him out. This container is literally barely big enough for this. Okay. Shake off some of the excess. And take a look at it. Not bad. I'm gonna use some, let me give myself some light here. I'm gonna use some tweezers here to clean up a little bit around his boot. I kind of like how that one, you know, some of the glue got a little bit on his trousers. On the leg that was kind of on the ground, so I kind of like how it's kind of like slightly going up his pant leg. So that looks okay. And then spots that maybe didn't get a great covering, I can maybe do that, fix that with another little application of glue here. So, little glue there. This is actually kind of coming off a little bit. Okay, some glue there. Glue there. Then for these, I might try and sprinkle some grass bits in. Literally winging this so hard right now. That gives them either moss or grass, I don't quite know what, mixed in there. And then grab some of these plants. Come on. off. Sheet. There we go. Stick them in glue a little bit. So there you get some I'm gonna do 2 bushes on this guy. No. Peel off. Oh, this is like a bent bush. That's interesting. I was hoping for more of a small guy. There we go, small guy. Okay. Okay. So now he's got some grass. And he's around. I really need maybe a glue. I might go buy an eyedropper today so that I can actually make like a glue water mix. Because normally what you would do, right, is mostly water, some glue, or a thinner of some kind to put on here so that all the glue can really seep into every one of these little particles and adhere to it. Right now, this is still probably pretty loose. So I've got some glue on the bottom of his bag here, but it's okay. It might be, you know, I'm okay with some dirt on him. It's okay. It's war. He doesn't have to be perfectly clean on the uniform. So that's base 1 done. I think it looks okay. So this one, this next one, I'm gonna do a little bit more grass, maybe. So really dip that in water. This guy's standing up. It's a good. This one, I'm gonna do a pretty body kind of pattern here. Okay, and then I'm gonna throw him in the grass container. Give that a shake. So now he's just standing in grass. Really trying to get some of the excess off here. I just want that thin coat of it. Maybe I should have started with dirt. But now, you know, he has grass, but it's kind of not covering the whole base. Now I'm going to try and put glue over some of that area and put some dirt. And pebbles and things. I'm just blowing on it. Kind of dry it a little quicker. Okay, so let's get dirt. Some glue here. problem is I did just get a lot of glue in places that I did not want, so I'm just gonna come back here with a clean Q-tip. Really, hopefully thin some of that out. Grab some of that glue off. Alright, note to self, start with dirt first next time. Alright, we'll throw this in my little sand pit. Give that a little bit of a shake. And the nice thing about doing just a light shake like this is that I'm trying to keep the particles pretty low on the model in case I do get glue somewhere I don't really want. Now, scrape some of that off. Now we got something like that. Clean up the shoes. A little bit here. So there we have. We got some dirt and grass on this one now. Definitely gonna apply grass over the dirt in the future because the grass is so thin. Well, maybe we'll try you know, get some more glue, right? Put it over the grass bits. Here, maybe here. Let me try my thicker grass. I feel like worst case scenario, if a base comes out like really poorly, I can probably just scrape all that shit off. Alright, so this is thick, kind of thicker fluff. I'm gonna try just kind of putting it in here. See what it does. Compared to the rest. Don't do that. Ugh, why am I so dumb? Don't blow at it. Go in my mouth. So that gives a little bit more volume to the green in those little areas. Again, I don't think this is going to be fully stuck on there too well in its current application by me, but that's why I kind of want to get that eyedropper so I can lay this stuff down, then apply another super thin layer of glue over it all. But that looks good. This one we're not gonna put a bush. I'm gonna do some maybe rocks from this collection here. So let me. Did I just break that? I might have. Holy hell. How'd I manage that? There we go. There we go. Alright, so this guy, sit there for a second. Let's see what rock we want to use here for him. And a lot of this is kind of bark and stuff, but at this size, it can kind of be a rock. Thinking something like that. Nah. Maybe something a little thicker. Could be nice. So this one, just gonna get another dab of glue. I'm probably wasting a lot of glue here, but Elmer's glue is so freaking cheap. I'm not necessarily worried about it. Okay, get some glue on there. Hold it in place for a little bit so it doesn't lift back up. I like that because it kind of gives a little bit more of a thickness to the base. Pretty cool. There is a little bit of a gap in there though, so I'm gonna take a pinch of my sand. Just fill that in. Oh, there's glue. Is this even showing up well on stream? Do you guys even see this very well? Okay. So that's number 2. This guy's gonna be number 3 here. Gonna need a fresh little glob of glue here. So this one we're gonna do kind of the same one as that one. Same thing, but we're gonna do the dirt first. All right. So I'm gonna definitely on this first application get in some of these hard to reach spots. With this glue. Not necessarily everywhere. We'll throw that guy in here. Give him a little bit of a shake. Again, I'm just trying to get the material to kind of thinly cover the base, right? Nothing too crazy. Then hopefully tap off the excess. Okay. Then Okay, maybe using a Q-tip was an awful idea for this glue. I'm regretting my decisions. Alright, then here, I'm gonna use the grass a little bit. Looks okay. A little bit to clean up around the boots. I think that's going to be a common theme here. Okay. This one we'll do a rock and a bush. I'm gonna use a couple rocks, maybe. A couple little guys. This is actually a clump of real dirt. Hey Silent, how's it going, dude? Alright, that's actually not gonna stick. This is dirt, not a rock. Okay, little rock there. I'm sticking to my tweezers. Don't do that. Stop. Another little rock. Just chilling. Another long weekend. Nice. That's good. And for the amount of overtime that you've been doing. Okay, that's okay, that's okay. And then maybe I should try using this long bush, but like it's a little unruly. I could try cutting it. I'm worried that, like, for example, if I put it here, it's just too much. Let's just find a smaller one. There we go. Just another dot of glue here. Bloop. What? Why do I have so much freaking hair everywhere? There we go. Looking good. Actually, Silent, I have a question. Do you want a copy of Avorion so you can play with us, or nah? Because I have a feeling it's gonna be... It's a big thing that I play for a while. Because there's just so much stuff to potentially build in it. Actually, let me seal up my paint thinner over here. I don't need that right now. Alright, so we got 3 little guys so far. Let me tell you what, basing them really kind of finishes off that look, doesn't it? From above. And then I throw in, like, you know, the original one here. Sure, for the time dedicated to yet another new game. Yeah, but where's your dedication to the community? Okay, that's what you're dedicating to, right? You're only level 1 too. Jeez, you haven't been around much at all lately. All right. Extremely disappointed. See how these guys looking. Alright, well, they're prime now. Feels totally dry, so we might get to paint a couple of them as a test. Let's see. Oh. Alright. Next guy. Another dot of glue. Yeah, sadly, basing, I can't use that thing that I was using while painting, right? To like hold the bottom, because I feel like it's easier for me to base without that kind of mechanism getting in the way. Especially since, you know, I would have to like take it off all the time just to... kind of dip it around. Alright, glue is on. This one, I'm gonna try an all grass one. Get in there. Get in there, guy. Give him a little shake. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. All grass doesn't look too bad. I'm gonna cut one of these. Trying to think of a better way to apply this glue. Alright, so I'm gonna cut the head off of one of these Q-tips here. And just use this for like the second layer. See if that's a little bit more accurate. What I'd like to do is put some bush boys, not really bushes, but like the other type of grass on this one too. Come on. This stuff's a little thicker, so I have to kind of scoop it. I'm gonna give it a shake. If that even works. Yeah, that gives it some more shape. But this kind of stuff, you know, it's about layering on top of layering, I feel. Maybe this is the one that, because it's an all grass base, maybe we can just want to test fit this a little bit. I could put the bush right there, or I can put him kind of kneeling behind some tall grass. Kind of like the kneeling option behind the tall grass. My computer desk is gonna be a mess after today. Ugh. Some glue. Get it right in there. Push it down. I might even do like a little bush. Just one little shrub too. Back in here. I think that looks cool. Do I have a nice pelican case to transport my army safely? No. It'll be a while until I take them anywhere anyways. Because once I finish the British army, I need to get a German army made. Because there's just, the hobby store near me doesn't do bolt action. And so basically the plan is to have 2 armies so that I can just take them to the hobby store and start teaching people bolt action, I guess. To see if we can get something going. But that looks pretty good. And since this is all the same squad, tell you what, like when you see them together a little bit, show up in South Carolina and defeat you with your own army. True. Well, actually, like this, since it's the out-of-the-box army, it's not super custom, you know? I'll show you. Maybe what we should do, we should play a game again here soon, but maybe just me and you make starter armies. So for example, this here, I don't know how well this is gonna show up. Moving this for a second here. But this is the starting army box. And this is the army that it comes with, right? So it's a British army. So this is what I have. It's about 1,007 points. Here, it's got 4 10 unit sections. Fiat team, 3-inch mortar team, Cromwell tank, artillery forward observer, 6-pounder anti-tank gun, Vickers MMG light mortar team. So it's definitely something we could try and do. Not a bad starter set? Yeah. I mean, you know, it gives me plenty of infantry options here. Because infantry is kind of almost the most important thing. What's in the German starter set? I don't have it. Like, I ordered one, but I think they gave me the wrong thing. So really, the only thing they gave me was just a simple early war Germans, Blitzkrieg German infantry. So it gave me 30 of these guys. Which is not enough. So I think they gave me like a starter kit, but it's not the starter kit that actually has like an F2. Panzer on it. Mess over here. Just drop a nail. But you can find the box online for the German starter set. I think it has a Panzer F2. So Panzer IV, it probably has a few squads. I know it has the German MMG in it, and then probably a pack gun. I don't know if it has any artillery. You know, we would have to take a look. Look at how messy this desk is. Oh my god. It's gonna be awful to try and clean. This setup. It's so jank, chat. You have no idea. Alright. No idea on how jank this is. Oh my god, come on, let's get back on there. Ah! It's awful. Eh. Why was this staying on just fine a second ago? There we go. Alright. It's a little crooked, but she'll do. Oh. Oh. Alright. More bases. All your base. All your base. Mm-mm. Come on, get in there. Decent little mix there. The nice thing is this Q-tip I can almost resharpen, right? If it gets dirty, I can just kind of cut it off. Grab some fresh glue. I don't think I can get it really in this spot too well. Yeah, there's just some spots that can't really get in there. Ugh. Ugh. This crap's getting all over me. All right. Okay, let's just put, this guy was pretty grass heavy. Let's do this guy. this guy rock. Okay. Easy. Take that victory. Oh, okay. Boom. Alright, so we're halfway through basing these guys. Tack, 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 tack. It's funny how the real dirt, like, does this shake thing so much easier than, like, the fake grass to me. Like, it's pretty night and day. Actually, here, I'm just going to use my hand. It's a big enough piece. Nope, that's another big one. That's... Alright, that one I need to kind of wait for the glue to dry before I do anything else to it. Because it needs to kind of be a little bit more locked in place. So I'm just worried I'll knock too much stuff loose. So, leave that there. Let me actually grab the rock. I need to go out and sift through the dirt and get some more of these large flat. This is like almost bark. But I like it because it's almost a good, oh, what is it? Slate kind of look to it. So I feel like it does decently well at mimicking some sort of rock. Oh, this is actually a little overhang now, so I'm just gonna break it with some cutters. Just get yourself a little bit of sand for added color and texture. True, I need a lighter one. Would be good. Because I do have almost 2 shades of green, right? With the 2 types of green here. Oh my god, man. Everything's just ruined with the light. Since I moved that. Between the bushes, which is slightly different green. You know, it's not as vibrant looking. Come on, get out of the bush. There we go. Let's do that mixture on this one. Bloop. Do 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 do. Okay. So I'm laughing your balls off right now. I have a flat earther arguing with me saying there's no empirical evidence and there's a sphere in the motion of the sun is hovering over us. There you go. Enjoy your trolling session. Or they're trolling you. You know, sometimes it's hard to tell. Good luck out there on the internet, you know? Alright. Let's see. That one I'm not going to have any bushes on, I think. That one's going to be a little bit basic. Okay, let's do this guy next. Doo 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 doo. Let's use the thick fluff for this one. Saying this hovering. Just in case, how does the sun set? It would always be visible. True. Maybe it just turns off. It gets tired, you know. It just like flies off into the distance a little bit and then turns off. Or maybe the Navy. You know, I think the Navy controls the sun, you know. Just releases just enough for us every day. Let's see. Like if so, it's look, I'm gonna be honest. If someone believes the Earth is flat in current day, I don't think you're gonna convince anyone. You know? You could even take them up there and be like, you know what, I think we're in a simulator right now. I don't think we got into a rocket. I think it put me in a flight sim. And what I'm seeing outside the window is actually just LED screens. You know? Is that bigger? Nope. Okay, small. Ooh. Nope, don't drop it. Okay. Just 2 more guys left. Tell you what, I'm really happy with how these guys turned out. Actually, let me, to check on Avorion in here in a second. 'Cause I'm on the server, just AFKing. So the faction continues to get stronger, you know? Are you printing a load of Brits for someone? Oh yeah? For bolt action or another game? Kind of, they're using bolt action rolls, but in 20mm. Okay. That's kind of interesting. Bolt action's what, 28mm? At 32. Okay. What do I use in here? Show me a good piece. Hey, that looks good. Might honestly break it though. Sometimes it's just easier to use your hand, you know? Not worried about the glue on the uniform because it's gonna dry clear anyways. I think anyone's gonna notice that. So squish this forward a little bit. Come on, come forward. There we go. All right, last figure. And I'll have my first group of 10 infantry painted, washed, and based. I'm pretty excited, honestly. Do you play Bolt Action, Gene, or you're just doing the 3D printing? The classic, I'm the one with a 3D printer and my friend wants to constantly just use me as their 3D printer, you know? What about attorney? You know, I'm making it and now trying to sell it painted, no interest. Oh, really? So you had Bolt Action at one point, get it for attorney, ended up not going, and now you're trying to sell the army? What's the army? Okay, that's a little bit of a mess. Also, where are you from that there's a Bolt Action army or tournament? Here in America, it seems to be a little bit more rare to see Bolt Action stuff compared to like maybe Britain. I say that as I'm printing, as an American, I'm making a British army too. You want to do attorney at your gaming store in 15 mil for Bolt Action, UK based? Okay, yeah. In 15 mil? Now, when something's 15 mil, are those bigger or smaller? I have a feeling, isn't that smaller or is that actually a bigger gauge? It's hard to tell sometimes. Smaller? Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I would want to paint something that's 15 mil. I mean, I want to make an N-gauge. Flames of War scale? Okay, yeah. I want to make a N-gauge railroad layout and stuff, so eventually. So it's, I think that's 160. In terms of like scale. So 1/100 bolt action is 157. Interesting. 157 scale. Had no idea. Yeah. I think on this one we'll just give a bit of a shrub. Classic position between the legs. And then give him one more right here. Just to widen that out a little bit. There we go. Perfect. So, here, let me set these guys up a little bit and I'll move the camera so we can kind of see them from the front or something. Hold on, let's bring the light down. Like that. Hold on. I'll have to hold the camera. You can see all the terrain dust on the desk. I'm gonna have to clean this thing up a little bit, you know? Alright, there we go. Let's get the light. Unclip the camera a little bit. So, let's see. Maybe without the light. Maybe the light's too much. What's my focus range at? Something like that. I don't think I can get much closer. I can try and configure the video real quick. Let me see here. Configure. Where's that at? See if I can manually focus this a little bit. Look at that. I think we did pretty good, chat. Now, I still don't think I got the British uniforms right. You know, I think I used the wrong green, technically. But, and even the wrong brown. I didn't even use, like, British uniform brown. It works out. I think. Look at this Bren gun. Or not, is that the Bren gun? I don't know. Yeah. Let me try it with a light gun here. See the light. Just completely kills it. Maybe I angle the light up and away. Filter it a bit with my hand. Tough to say. Lighting is hard when you're just limited to your computer desk. But yeah, let's see. We did this for about 2 hours. Let's. I'm gonna move you guys back here. Hold on. All right, you guys get to just chill for a second. All right. I want to check. I want to check a Vorion real quick. Because I have people on a mission. Nice. Good old shipment of resources. How is our Alliance funds doing? I've gained 200,000 credits, which is good. And the station appears to be fine. Just pop over here real quick, make sure it's not destroyed. Nope. Good. Station is okay. Okay. Let's all right, so I have to clean this whole thing up now. 2 hours. I am gonna give my figures here their full amount of time to dry with the primers. All right, I'm gonna give it the full 24 hours. It's not what I wanted to do, but that's just gonna be the best thing to do. So again, this is they're so bright on the camera. It's funny. But yeah, just prime these in white this time. Gonna be trying that out as my primer instead of dark green, just to see how they turn out different compared to this bunch. I have another 10 models that need based. And then I even have some models like this one that need their wash done on them. So I think that's what we'll do next weekend. Maybe I'll do a little bit of a longer painting session, especially if these guys are ready, the primed ones. We can do a little bit more of an actual painting session than basing and priming. And then maybe finish up with some wash on some of the people that we, finished last time. Look at how much brighter this guy is compared to the others. Just from like not having that dark tone on it. Pretty impressive. So with that, I think I'm gonna wrap it up for today. I might be back streaming a little later, maybe some Avorian in an evening stream, but I am a little hungry. I want to get a snack in me. I might clean up the house a little bit since it's the weekend, and we'll just kind of go from there. So thanks everyone for coming out. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoy these little painting streams, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Painting later tonight. I have a Mad Cat and 300% scale. Ooh. I don't know what a Mad Cat is, but if you're on a Discord, share a picture of it. I'd want to see it. All right, that's it. Battletech Timberwolf. Interesting.